of course, it's a process. Did you ever bake a cake? You never baked a cake?
No.
You never bake. You gotta have everybody bake a cake. Maybe today, maybe this afternoon, we'll do some cake baking. Not a bad idea. Everybody bake a cake. Not a bad thing. Learn how to bake cake. I want you to understand how important it is to understand how to bake a cake. So the first thing is, does anybody here like baking soda? You ever tasted it?
Yes.
You tasted it? Yeah. Well, your mom probably washed out your mouth with baking soda. All right, fine.
No,
Huh? In the cake, exactly. Or like they have this toothpaste with baking soda, you know, they hide it really well. But you tasted, you have that kind of toothpaste? Yeah, it's good toothpaste. I mean, not to eat, obviously, but all right. So, baking soda does not taste good. Just, you don't have to trust me in that. You could test it out and try a little bit of it. You go, he's right, it doesn't taste good. All right, in case you had a question, try it. I don't like eating baking soda. So imagine I have, like, what's on the list of ingredients? Flour. How do you think flour tastes? Not that great either. I'm not a big fan of flour. It doesn't taste like, oh, let me eat some flour over here. Huh?
Water, sugar.
Sugar I like. Water, I drink a lot of water. I like that. Yeah? Eggs, I eat eggs. That's good. Oil, I don't know. Sometimes I have a little oil. I don't know. It's a little weird, but I don't know. Maybe it doesn't taste too bad. I'll add a little oil. Huh? It's dangerous to eat oil? Really? Uh-oh. Got to run to the doctor because you had a lot of oil over Shabbos. Anyway, because you add oil to a lot of things. It helps it cook, but it's oil. I don't mind that. Water, don't mind that. Flour, I don't. This is my don't fly list. Sugar, like that. Eggs, I'll go with that. Maybe I'll add some baking powder on my no-fly list. Next, I'm not taking no baking flour, baking soda. Then I'm going to add cocoa, like chocolate. Oh, that's good. I'll put that. Huh? Yeah, I'll make a chocolate cake. Maybe I'll add vanilla. I like vanilla. That's another one. I like that. So, but then I got two things. I'm not putting that in the cake. That's number one. That's the first thing. So it says I look over the ingredients and go, nah, I'm not putting that in. So there's certain ingredients, I don't know. Then I mix it all up and I look at it and go, oh, this looks really bad. This cake, this is disgusting looking.
Sweet scrambled eggs.
Oh, it tastes pretty good. No, not so bad. So then you tell me, put it in the oven for 350? 350 degrees. Do you know how hot 350 degrees is? Do you ever put your hand into 200 degrees?
Yeah.
Your hand burns. You will cook your hand. 350 degrees, I'm going to put my cake into 350. That's going to burn. I'm not putting that into 350. I'm going to put it like a nice 175. 175. I mean, that's hot. You want to go outside in 175 degrees? I mean, you don't even want to go out in 100 degrees, 110 degrees, 175 degrees is too much, but I'll go with it. Half of 350, 175, I'll go with that. That I think is pretty, a little extreme, but I'll go with it. I think whoever wrote this recipe is crazy. 350 with sugar. And then, so I leave it in, it's in there, and I'm thinking to myself, gosh, if I'd be in that oven, that'd be horrifying. 175 degrees. And I watch it, 20 minutes goes by. It says the cake's got to be in there for an hour. So I'm watching the cake in there. I'm going, oh man, this is just nuts. I can't leave my cake in there for an hour. That's nuts. After 25 minutes, I'm getting spilled because this is nuts. When are we getting this cake out of here? Then I see 30 minutes. By 40 minutes, that cake's coming out. I don't care. I'm taking that cake out. It looks pretty cooked to me. What do you think's going to happen? What are you going to eat?
Soggy mush.
Soggy mush that certainly didn't rise. It's like a little rubbery around the edges. I don't know, maybe scrambled eggs at 175 degrees for 40 minutes. Peso cake? Not even. Peso cakes are better than that. It's disgusting. That, to me, is yeshiva. There are people who decide, number one, I don't like all the ingredients of this yeshiva. I don't like it. I don't like the chakras thing. I don't like the following the finger thing. I don't like this thing. I don't like this shear. I don't like that. I don't like learning that Gemara. I don't like these are ingredients. They're on my no-fly list. Lunch, check. Going to Friday night, check. I like that. Oh, this other thing, going to play sports, check. I like that. Well, those are on my yes list. The other, they're not on my list. I'm not doing those. So I take ingredients out of my cake. That's the first. Then I go, this place is way too intense. We gotta be very, what's the word? Chilled. We need to be really chilled here. Because I don't like this. We need to set up the laying benches over those lounge chairs and lay out there. And we got, like, right during Seder, right during davening, right there. And then I need to go to breakfast. This is too much. I don't like this whole speech thing. It's way too intense. This is like 100 million degrees. This is like 5,000 degrees. This oven. Way too intense. We need to chill it down. Take it down to like 175. And then the next thing, you go, I've been in yeshiva enough time. 2 years is good. Even that is too long. I think I need to get a job. I need to get up. I need to go work. I need to, this high school thing, I don't need no high school diploma. I don't need no smicha. I don't need any of this stuff. I need to get out and be in the real world. So that's taking the cake out after a half an hour. You know what you left with? You don't have no cake. You just have some mush, some mess. It certainly is not something that's going to be a cake. You know what a cake really needs? Cake needs all the ingredients, whether you like them or not. Because you know why? You know what happens when you add flour? It bonds the cake. Do you know what happens when you add the baking soda?
It makes it steady.
It makes the cake rise, so it's fluffy. You don't make the cake rise, you get this flat, whatever it is. I don't know. Like some rubber thing. It's like close to a Pesach cake. That's what happens. Next. So I took out the ingredients. I don't like salt. Well, taste the cake without any salt in it. You're like, something's wrong. What are we going to add the salt afterwards on top of your cake? Can you imagine go, here's a piece of cake. Might need a little salt. I don't add salt to my cakes. It's like saying, here's a piece of cake. Here's a little sugar you could spill on it because I don't add sugar to my cakes. What kind of craziness is that? Then you have, it's too intense. No. If you want to bake a cake, that cake has got to be in that oven and it's going to be hot. Because if you don't have it really hot, when you take the cake out, you don't have a cake. You just have like a little mushy thing. It's like Jell-O. It's not a cake. It's Jell-O. You don't have a person who's going to have become a real bento. You're not going to have that. You're just going to have this blubby, mushy guy who's nothing. He learned a little this, he learned a little that, he did some sports, he ate, he slept a lot. That's what you got. That's the kind of guy no one wants that, and that kind of guy is not going to be successful. And the next thing, how long has he got to be in yeshiva? Well, you got to be in yeshiva for time. It's like a cake. You need a good couple years in yeshiva. It's not like, I'm done. Oh, now I'm going to go to this place. Now I'm going to run there. It's like taking the cake out. You go, okay, let me take the cake out of the oven after 20 minutes. Imagine here's a new way of baking cake. We're going to set up like 5 ovens. And the first cake I take out, we put it in, and it's hot. It's like 400 degrees. I put it in, and it's in for 20 minutes. After 20 minutes, I go, okay, now we're going to put it into the next oven. Now turn on the oven. So we have to wait for the oven to heat up. And then we put it into the next oven, not the same temperature. It's a different temperature. Then we take it and we go, after about 10 minutes, we go, it's now less hot. So now we go, let's put it in the next oven, turn the oven on, let's put it into that oven. You know what you have, Baruch? whatever it is, I don't want to eat it. That's, I'll tell you. I don't think anybody here wants to eat it. That's not going to be a cake either. That's just going to be something really messed up. A little burnt here, but a little this, and that. The whole thing is a mess. And you don't add the ingredients, for sure it's disgusting. Gentlemen, that is what you need. You need you need all the ingredients. Whether or not you think, I don't like these ingredients, I don't want these ingredients, I don't like it. Whether it's too hot, meaning it's too intense. I don't know, it's too intense, you gotta be more chilled. You need a chilled place where you can drink and you can smoke and you can this and now you can do marijuana, you can do all these things. Yeah, we got girls, yeah, we got all kinds of stuff. Yeah, shop is here, there. There are places like this. Yeah, whatever. Chill. Everybody's so chilled. We walk around, we look like schlumps. We wear all kinds of whatever we want to do. Wear tzitzis, don't wear tzitzis, put on tefillin, don't top it. Chill. We're all chill. You have that, you're not in a yeshiva, you're not gross. And then, how long? That goes after 2 years. I'm going out into the workforce. I'm getting a job. I'm going here. I'm going there. I'm going to that. Or I'm going to the next yeshiva. I want to go to that place. Then I want to go there. I don't like it here. I'm going to go to the next place. What kind of cake you got? Now you want to be a good cake that people are going to be interested in. I'm going to tell you, I have tons of people who went out and call me up and they say, Rabbi, can you help me get a shidduch? I'm like, now you're well into your 20s, and now you wake up. Where did you? And I say, where'd you go to yeshiva? Yeah, well, I really didn't like that whole yeshiva thing. That yeshiva thing. I said, okay, fine. So, what do you think people are going to say if the guy can't be responsible enough or stick with it? A lot of people are not interested. Girls also. It's not just their parents. Little girls say like, I went to school. I stayed in school. I didn't quit. I didn't go running around to other places. I stuck with it. So I'm going to marry some guy who couldn't stick with it? He's a half-baked cake. And the same thing. When you learn, I learned a little this. I learned a little that. A couple pages here. Maybe a couple pages there. Maybe. I learned 1 page of Gemara in that yeshiva. All right. And I learned some Mishnayos. Yeah, that was it. I learned some Mishnayos there. It's the same thing. And I say to these guys like, okay, so now basically we have to recreate you. You're 25 years old, you're 23 years old. I mean, they usually wake up sometime around 21, 22. So I said, now you're waking up, we got to recreate you. But guys, you don't want to be recreated. Right now, you're in a good oven. You got all the ingredients. You need to stay the right amount of time. Stick with it. Do what it takes. Then you'll be a great cake. Everyone says, wow, I want that cake. Everyone's fighting for that cake. But you don't do it. You're only messing up your own cake. And the guys, you should know something in Lakewood. There's seems to be a new phenomenon that Mesiftas only have 1 year of base medrash afterwards. And I asked one of the Rebbeim, why do they only have, let's say, 4 years of Mesifta and then 1 year of base medrash? They said because after 1 year, even if that, guys start on the trip. I don't know what he called it. He had another word. But he says they go from place to place to place.
Triangle.
Huh?
Triangle.
Not even a triangle. This is like some kind of octagon. Who knows what? They go because they only stay a couple months in each place now. He said they go here, and then they go to there, and then they go to that place, and then they try the mirror, and then they try this, and then that, and then before they get into BMG, they have to go to another 2 places. He said it's like that's the way it is. I'm like, huh? They didn't put down any roots. They have no shaykhs to anybody. Gentlemen, it's crazy. You can't do that. You gotta really stick with something, invest in it. You're investing in yourself long term. All right, let's think positive. Have a great day.